All right, today we are jumping into something pretty cool, a white paper from ETSI that's all about the future of our digital world, and it really zeroes in on how AI is building something called autonomous networks. So let's get into it.
I mean, we've all been there, haven't we? That super important video call drops, or your internet just slows to a crawl for what feels like no reason at all. In a world that's more connected than ever, you have to ask, why do the networks we rely on so much still feel so fragile? It's a fantastic question, and it really gets to the very heart of the problem we're going to unpack today.
Well, the simple answer is that our digital world has basically reached its breaking point. The sheer mind-boggling complexity of modern networks, it's just starting to outgrow our human ability to manage them effectively. And look, we're not just talking about having more phones and laptops connected. No, this is way deeper. We're talking about incredibly complex architecture, these old-school operational silos where different teams just don't talk to each other. On top of that, there's a huge skills gap, not enough people who really get AI and automation. And then you've got the massive challenge of making all the different parts of the network, the access, the transport, the core, actually play nicely together. It's a perfect storm of challenges, really.
So what on earth is the solution? It's definitely not about just hiring more people or telling them to work harder. Nope. This requires a fundamental shift in how our entire digital infrastructure is built and run. And this is exactly where the idea of the autonomous network enters the picture.
Okay, so what is an autonomous network? At its core, it's a network that can pretty much run itself. Think about that. It can operate, adapt, and even evolve, all without constant human handholding. The key phrase here is self-managing properties. It's baked right into its DNA. But what does self-managing actually look like? Well, it means the network has these 5 honestly incredible self-X capabilities. It can self-configure, meaning it sets up new devices automatically. It can self-heal when something breaks. It can self-optimize, so it's always running at peak performance. It can self-protect from threats. And maybe the most important one, it has this ability to self-learn, to actually get smarter over time based on experience.
Now, you don't just flip a switch and get all of that overnight. The best way to think about this journey is to use an analogy we're all familiar with, the levels of self-driving cars. You start at level 0, which is totally manual, and the end goal is level 5, full hands-off autonomy. Our networks today, they're somewhere in the middle of that scale, and believe me, the industry is pushing like crazy to climb up to those next levels.
So, the big question is, how do we make that climb? What's the engine that's going to power a network from being semi-automated to truly autonomous? And yeah, you've probably guessed it by now. The answer is artificial intelligence. It is the brain that makes this whole thing possible.
And this is where it gets really interesting. The most crucial leap is from what's called level 3 to level 4. See, at level 3, the network is kind of aware of what's happening, but a human still has to step in and make the big decisions. But level 4? Oh, level 4 is a total game changer. This is where AI starts making proactive, intelligent decisions all on its own. It's analyzing insane amounts of data to predict and prevent problems before you or I even have a clue something's wrong.
And one of the coolest tools for making this leap is something called a network digital twin. Just imagine a perfect one-to-one virtual copy of the entire network. This digital twin acts just like a flight simulator for the network. It's a totally safe space where the AI can test out changes, run simulations of cyber attacks, and basically learn how to optimize everything without any risks to the live real-world network. It's like a digital playground for building a smarter, more resilient infrastructure. So what does this mean for you and me? Think about it. That broadband at home that's always slowing down? An AI can diagnose the root cause, maybe it's interference from your neighbor's Wi-Fi, and just automatically switch channels to fix it, probably before you even think about calling customer support. Or what about a critical service for a big company that's about to go down? The AI can predict that fault is coming and proactively reroute all the traffic to keep things running smoothly. It can even optimize the entire network's energy use in real time. This is all about solving real everyday problems, but doing it efficiently and proactively.
Okay, this all sounds pretty amazing, right? But let's be real. Getting to a fully autonomous, self-driving network, it is not a simple walk in the park. There are some really significant hurdles we need to clear on this road to autonomy. And yeah, the biggest hurdle of them all is security. Because the same powerful AI that can protect a network can also be weaponized to attack it in incredibly sophisticated ways. This dual-edged nature of AI means we have to be extremely careful about how we build this.
So what are we up against?
Well, we have to secure the AI models themselves and those digital twins from being hacked or manipulated. We absolutely must ensure the AI's decisions are fair and free of any bias. We have to figure out how to protect user privacy while the AI is analyzing data, using cool techniques like federated learning, where the AI learns without the data ever leaving your device. And maybe most critically, we have to build systems where humans can still provide that crucial oversight for the most important decisions. Because at the end of the day, trust is everything.
But the destination is definitely worth the journey. The ultimate promise of autonomous networks is what the industry calls a zero-touch, zero-wait, and zero-trouble experience. Just think of a digital world that just works, seamlessly, instantly, and reliably for every single one of us.
Which it kind of leaves us with a final, really fascinating question to chew on. As we build this incredible new infrastructure, our digital world isn't just getting faster or more connected, it's literally learning to think for itself. And so we have to ask ourselves, are we ready for what that truly means? Thanks for joining us for this explainer.